Hey, boys and girls and families. How is everybody today? Welcome. Today, boys and girls, we are going to have so much fun with dice. And I made this dice, and I'm going to show you how it works. And then I'm going to show you how to make one. And then lots of activities will follow on what to do with dice. So I'm going to roll this, and it landed on 1. Now I'm going to roll it one more time, and it landed on 3. Now I'm going to show you real dice, and first I'm going to show you how to roll 1. So you take the dice and you put it in the palm of your hand and you gently roll it onto the table. And I rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to take 2 dice. I'm going to put them in my hand, and now I can use 2 hands to roll. You hear that? And I'm going to gently roll it on the table. And what I do after I roll it is I add them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. And I'm going to add on to this one. 6, 7, 8, 9. So after you roll the dice, you count the dots. I'm going to show you one more time. When you're rolling 2 dice, you put them in your hand, give it a shake, and let it roll. I'm going to count the dots on this first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I add on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So together it makes 12. And we're going to have a lot of fun playing with these dice in a few moments. First, I want to show you how to make your very own dice. So you first start with a piece of cardboard, and you have to make 6 pieces out of it. And each piece has to be the same size or measurement. So I use a ruler. And for this size of the dice, I measured out 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. And this side is 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. So every square I made measures 3 inches. This one was 4 inches. After you measure, it's time to cut the pieces. So I cut out 6 squares. Then I laid them out on a table and I put tape on them. I taped each square. After you tape all the sides onto each other, it's time to close up your dice. And the way you do that is you fold up 2 pieces together and you tape them on the inside so they stand up. So I'm going to go ahead and tape up this dice to show you. You tape all the sides together. Then you bring up the next piece and you tape this side together. And it's forming a box as you tape it. And you just take the tape and lay it in. Duct tape works best to do this. And then you cover the top and you put tape on the outside of that last piece so it holds down. And you make your own dice using cardboard, and each square has to be the same size. So now you created the beginnings of your dice. If you look at this one or this one, it's like a box. Then it comes time for the dots. So for this one, I used a red dot. Now I used black paper to cover it. So you can use any color paper you want to glue it on. For this, I'm going to use Elmer's glue. And you cut out circles, all different colors, using construction paper. So I'm just going to glue that on. Then you turn it over. So that's one dot that represents the first dot. Then you look at the dice and you can do 3 dots on this side. So I'm going to use a glue stick and I'm going to make 3 dots using my glue stick. And for this, I chose red. So I'm going to glue on my red dots. And then I'm going to glue 5 dots, like you see on that dice. And there's 5 dots on there. So I'm going to make my 5 dots on the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I chose green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the beginnings of your dice. Now, after you glue all the dots on your dice and you let it dry, you can play with this dice. I rolled a 3. I'm going to roll it one more time. I rolled a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, there's a lot of different fun activities you can do with dice at home that has to do with counting and learning numbers and math. So, over here, this is the first activity I have, and it's a picture of a flower. And I thought I would choose a flower for spring. So what I do for this is I roll the dice. And I rolled a 6 and a 2. And I'm going to add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I have a worksheet and I cut out different color petals. And I'm going to cover them with the matching number. I rolled 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I completed my flower. Now, you can actually play this game with somebody else in your family. You can do it again. So you can remove the petals, roll the dice again. I rolled, let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more makes 6. So you roll the dice and you count them all together. I rolled 6, so now I'm going to count 6 petals. But instead of using colored paper, you can use other things at home, like buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can take that off, roll the dice again. I rolled 8, but I rolled 8 again. Let's see what else, what other number? Oh, here's a new number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled 4. So now I look at my petals, and this time I'm going to use beads. And I fill them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is one kind of game that you can have fun playing with dice, filling in your spring flower. Another fun activity to do is called roll and color. And with this, I'm going to use one dice, and I'm going to use green. Now, because I'm coloring, I thought it would be fun to use colored pencils and crayons. So here, I'm going to roll the dice. Landed on 2. So now I look through all my flowers and I find the number 2. And I'm going to use purple. So after I rolled a 2, I take my purple crayon, color in the middle, and then I continue coloring the flower. After I finish rolling a 2 and coloring this flower, and take your time, boys and girls, when you're doing this, I take my dice, I put in the palm of my hand, I rolled the number 3. 1, 2, 3. So I look at my flowers and I found the number 3. So I take a crayon and I color in the middle part of my flower, covering the number 3. And I think with this 3, I'm going to make the kind of a pattern. And I'm going to take turns rolling the dice again. And I'll roll one more to show you. You put it in the palm of your hand and give it a roll. I already did a 2. I'm just going to show you how you can use the dice finding different numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I look at my flowers. I found the number 4. So I take a crayon. I color in the 4. And now I'm going to use a colored pencil. And I color in the number 4. And you can play this game with anyone at home and take turns till all the spring flowers are colored in. Now, I have another activity. These are butterflies, and we've been learning about butterflies. So now, I'm going to take 2 dice, and you put it in your hands, and you give it a shake and a gentle roll. Whoa! Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And add on 6, 7, 8, 9. I rolled a 9. So I look on my butterfly page for the number 9. And I found 9. So I get to color in the butterfly. And you can use any colors you want and make it as colorful as you want. And have fun coloring as you're learning about numbers and math. I'm going to pick one more butterfly to show you how this is done. You take 2 dice, put them in the palm of your hand, give it a gentle roll, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and add on 6. I rolled a 6. So now I look for my butterfly that has the number 6. Here it is. I found one with 6. So you can take your crayon, or I'll use a colored pencil. You can use markers. And I'm going to color in the number 6 butterfly. So it's fun to play this game with people that are in your home and your family. So that is how you roll and color butterflies. The next activity I want to show you is like a board game. And you can play this with somebody in your home. This, boys and girls, says start. And if you notice, there are different numbers all the way from start to end. Now, I thought it would be fun to play with buttons. So I'm going to start on this word. It says start. And if you play with one person, you can put 2 buttons. If you play with 3 people, you can put 3 buttons. And now I take 2 dice, I put them in my hands, give them a shake, and let it roll. Wow. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add on 7, 8, 9, 10. I rolled a 10. I'm going to be red. So I look for the number 10. And that's where I start my game. Now, the next person will roll. Let's see what they roll. Oh my goodness. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I rolled a 10 again. Wow. So that means I look for the number 10 and I'm sharing the spot. I'm rolling one more time. Okay, let's see what I rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add on 5, 6, 7, 8. I rolled an 8. So I take the starting button. I follow along and find the number 8. So then you take turns till you finish all the way to the end. So that's another fun game that you can play. Now, boys and girls, this is called Roll the Dice and Let's Get Moving. So this is an activity that gets your heart going and gives you exercise. And I'm going to give you an example of what to do with this. So with this dice, for this game, you just need 1 dice, and I'm going to roll it, and then you have to read what it says. So have someone in your family that can help you. So let's see what I roll. I rolled, let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I look for the number 4. It says arm circles. So boys and girls, here we go. I have to do arm circles. And get that blood flowing. Good exercise. Let's roll again. I put the dice in the palm of my hand. Gently give it a roll. 1. 1 says to run in place. Get your arms up and you run in place. This is fun. Let's do one more. I take the dice. I give it a roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I look for the number, the dots that match. 6. Here it is. It says dance party. So you can have a dance party and dance with your friends and put on music or dance with your family at home and have fun dancing away. Should we do one more? Okay, I need some exercise. I rolled a 6. You can do that again. Let's see if I roll anything else. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 says, there it is, 5 dots, jumping jacks. Oh boy, here I go. 1, 2, 3. And you can do as many as you want. Okay, boys and girls. One more fun activity we're going to do is also a coloring activity, but this is color by number. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you can try and figure it out. So now I'm going to roll 2 dice, actually 1 dice for this. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I look for the number 4, and it says 4, but I have to choose the color blue. So I look for where a number 4 is. This is so much fun. I found 4, and I have to color in blue. So you have to have someone help you find the number and read what color. I'm going to do one more for you. I take the dice, I put it in the palm of my hand, and I give it a shake and a roll. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look for the number 5. It says purple. Number 5 is purple. So I have to look on this paper and find the number 5 and take your time. Do the best you can coloring in the number 5. So boys and girls, this is also a fun activity to do at home. Now, I have another fun activity to do. This, boys and girls, is our muffin tray. And what I've done is I've used colored construction paper and I wrote numbers. on circles of paper and filled up the muffin tray. So now we're going to play a game with this. I'm going to use 2 dice. And before I roll, I want to show you special different things that you can use to play this game. Buttons, jewels, beads, foam shapes. I've also collected rocks and have some Cheerios. So now what you do is you take your dice. When you have 2, you can hold them up and hear them shaking. Give it a roll. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Add on 5, 6. So this makes 6. So now I look for the number 6 and I'm going to use a gem and I place it in 6. Now, someone that's home with you, it can be their turn. You take 2 dice, hold it up, and give it a roll. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. A total of 4 dots. So now I look for the number 4, and I'm going to use a B, and I drop it in 4. Now you share and take turns. Give it a shake and a roll. Let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I look for a 7. And this time I'm going to use a rock. I found 7. And in it goes. Let's do this again. Take my dice. Give it a roll. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count on. 6, 7, 8. Put them together. Look for the number 8. This time I'm going to use a Cheerio. I found 8 and drop it in. Should we do one more? Okay. The 2 dice are in my hands. I give it a shake and roll. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count on. 7, 8. This time, I'm going to use a blue square. And I rolled a number 8. So you get to share the spot. Should we do one more? Here we go. Give it a roll. I know that that's 8. I'm going to try just to show you how you come up with different numbers. One, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm going to use a button and 4. And I'm going to do it again. Okay, here we go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. So I look for the number 11, and I'm going to use a gem or a jewel, and I drop it in number 11. And you can keep playing this game till all the muffin or cupcake trays are filled. So these are the ways to make your dice. These are all the worksheets that your mom or dad or someone at home can print out for you And you can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, and all different things to fill up your tray with. So boys and girls, it's fun to roll and play with dice and learn to count and learn all about numbers. Boys and girls, have a wonderful day. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, so go out and play. Have a great day.